This is San Diego News Daily.
I'm Monica Dean. Let's get right into your top local stories. Trolley service is back to normal in the South Bay after a man was hit and killed on the tracks. This happened early this morning in the Palm City area just east of Interstate 5. NBC7's Audra Stafford was at the scene as the investigation was underway and has the latest.
The man was hit along this stretch of the blue line just off Interstate 5 and Coronado Avenue, causing trolley service to be delayed in this area for a couple hours. Police say the trolley was coming through here around 4 a.m. when the conductor spotted the man. Unfortunately, he was unable to stop in time and the man died at the scene. Investigators did a thorough search of the trolley and the surrounding area for any clues about the man's identity or what he may have been doing there. Only one other person was on the trolley at the time. Police say the passenger didn't see anything and wasn't even aware anything had happened until they stopped. The investigation wrapped up around 6:20 this morning, and the trolley headed back to the station. About 10 minutes later, service on the blue line was fully restored. The medical examiner will now work to identify the man and notify any family members. From Palm City, I'm Audra Stafford, NBC7.
The Sheriff's Department has arrested 2 people in connection with more than a dozen burglaries at storage units in the North County. Investigators say Kyle Henley and Veronica Murrow broke into storage units in Escondido, Valley Center, and Oceanside. Deputies say they stole 19 guns, nearly $100,000 in cash, and more valuable items. Police say the comic books, trading cards, and other collectibles are the couple also ripped off and believed to be valued more than $1 million. A man who snuck into the Linda Vista home and sexually assaulted a young girl was sentenced to prison. Alejandro Confessor received a sentence of 40 years and 8 months in state prison. Last month, he pleaded guilty to molesting a 5-year-old girl inside her bedroom at a home on Wellington Street. This happened last April. Police say he returned to the same home 3 days later and took items from the garage. He was arrested within a week. Prosecutors say Confessor had no relationship with the family that lived there. Local attorneys claim ICE agents are going into green card interviews to take clients into custody. The arrests are happening inside the office, so we can't independently verify what the attorneys are claiming. But they say these people who came here through legal pathways and are still eligible for those green cards.
You know, I watched somebody trying to do the right thing get arrested anyway. That's a terrifying thing to see. This is not something that's going to encourage people to do things the right way.
In a statement, ICE said the agency is committed to enforcing federal immigration laws through targeted operations that prioritize national security, public safety, and border security, and individuals unlawfully present may face arrest, detention, and removal. Are you ready to see the gentle giants of the safari? Well, the San Diego Zoo Safari Park says they will open their all-new Elephant Valley on March 5th. The zoo says it has been one of their biggest projects ever. It is set to have a 2-story restaurant inspired by the rich cuisine of Africa. Elephant Valley will help showcase all the conservation work the zoo does with its partners across the African savanna. Meteorologist Angelica Campos joins us now with a look at your forecast. The rain is on its way.
Yes, it is, and I'm sure those elephants would love it. As we go through the afternoon, we're going to see showers passing through. It'll be breezy too, and most likely this is going to get started mid-afternoon, so after 3 p.m. we'll see pockets of heavy rain, the possibility for some thunderstorms, and tomorrow is just going to be a little bit lighter, but passing showers will continue, and the temperatures are also expected to remain on the cooler side. Here's where the rain is just making its way into Los Angeles with some snow in the mountains, and that is where it's going to stay. We're not expecting snow locally, but we are expecting that rain to get heavier for the second part of the afternoon. A small craft advisory will be in effect until 2 a.m. It starts at 4 p.m. So for smaller vessels, not a good idea to be out there. It'll stay cloudy through the afternoon near the coast with showers picking up after 4 p.m. and we may see some gusty winds as well. For the coast and inland valleys, winds could reach up to 30-35 miles per hour. So is the wind and the rain heading our way. Monica?
All right, thanks, Angelica. Listen to this. Just like old times, you'll soon be able to say goodbye at the gate. A new program at our airport will now let you through TSA even if you don't have a flight to board. We'll have that story for you coming up next. Stay with us.
You count on breaking news.
We continue to monitor several new developments.
and help preparing for the unexpected.
A red flag warning will start tomorrow.
You count on stories from your community. You count on getting different points of view.
We're still human.
And your voice being heard.
The air is not safe.
You count on in-depth reporting.
They were saying, finally, we feel that we're being taken seriously.
Because you know the whole story is more than just the headline. This is coverage you count on, only on NBC7 and Telemundo 20.
This is San Diego News Daily.
I'm Monica Dean. Welcome back. We are hearing from the owner of a store in Rolando where a burglar got away with thousands of dollars in Pokemon cards and other memorabilia. This happened at Boulevard Mart on El Cajon Boulevard over the weekend. Police say the burglar got away with about $12,000 worth of merchandise, but the store owner says the cost is a lot bigger when you consider the damage to the store. It's also taking an emotional toll.
The hardest thing was calling my mom and letting her know that someone had broken in, and just hearing her crying and her reaction really broke my heart, and I wish I could just take that pain away from her if I could.
Anyone with information about this is asked to call Crime Stoppers. Dozens of people came together this morning for the 14th annual prayer breakfast hosted by St. Paul's Senior Services. It was an opportunity to celebrate different faiths and donate to the 1,500 seniors they serve. NBC7's Nicole Gomez was there for the event.
We call on you, O God, to be present in this hour of reflection and celebration.
This morning, 160 people came out to Bankers Hill to start the holiday season off on the right foot. St. Paul Senior Services has been hosting their Interfaith prayer breakfast for 14 years, and they say now it's more important than ever than to bring people together during these divided times. Another reason for the event, it also serves as a drive for their low-income seniors in their health care program, which is currently at over 1,500 clients. Today, they collected basic necessities like shoes, socks, toothbrushes, and blankets. The organization anticipates even more seniors needing help in the coming years with cuts to Medicaid and Medi-Cal.
That's been our mindset for the last 3 years, is preparing for the change that's about to come. So really, we feel organizations need to prepare. We are going to have a lot more older adults, 65 and older, in need of assistance. And we need organizations, philanthropic organizations, to come together and find innovative ways of being able to address their needs.
Well, the CEO says they are always accepting donations, whether it's basic needs like these or monetary contributions. Just head over to stpaulseniors.org. Reporting from Bankers Hill, Nicole Gomez, NBC7.
Meteorologist Angelica Campos will have a look at your weather forecast right after this.
NBC7 and Telemundo 20. Weather coverage you count on. You count on accuracy.
The winds are going to be increasing.
You count on these experts.
Take a look here at our future weather.
In 2 languages.
Más de 3 pulgadas de precipitación.
You count on innovative tech.
Look at our first alert Doppler radar.
From a team you depend on.
Dry conditions to round out this week.
You count on early warnings.
Because we had pretty significant rain.
Because you know every second counts.
It just kept getting worse and worse.
This is First Alert Weather. This is coverage you count on. Only on NBC7 and Telemundo 20.
Thanks for joining us this afternoon. Showers are heading our way. You can already see those bands of heavy rain that are going to start approaching. Most of that steady rainfall just over Los Angeles. As we look at San Diego right now, some showers are offshore, so we're going to start to see some sprinkles making their way in before it all gets heavier. We're going to take you through time here in our future weather at 5:30. You start to see some of those pockets of heavy rain in the North County, and then we'll see more into tonight, 8, 9 o'clock with gusts between 20, 30 miles per hour. At 1 a.m., everything shifts over to the mountains, and then we continue watching for a few more leftover showers tomorrow morning, but it's going to be a little bit more scattered in nature. And look at that, by the afternoon, it should be drier but cloudy. We'll see a few leftover showers heading into Saturday. Better chances will be for the eastern part of the county. And then finally by Sunday, it'll dry out. How much is on the way? Up to a half an inch, maybe a little bit more through tonight. As we combined everything through the weekend, we could see anywhere from 1 to up to 2 inches of rainfall. And here are the temperatures improving on Sunday. Next week, much drier heading into the holiday. But of course, the main concern will be the wind and that heavier rain heading our way into tonight. Monica, back to you.
Right. Yeah, Thanksgiving week looks great. Thanks, Angelica. More coverage you count on at NBC7.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.